your eyes and imagine this. Being locked in a 6 foot by 7 foot cell, overthinking every aspect of your life, tiny meal portions with only one utensil, and constantly getting hazed by prison guards that are crazier than people think you are. I have a fascination for every aspect of America's criminal justice system. And recently I have been doing research and getting into debates with my peers and teachers over the death penalty. The death penalty is an old-fashioned, inhumane, and inefficient consequence that should be abolished. There are many problems in the U.S., and the death penalty is one of them. Rebecca Walker from the Criminal Justice Ethics magazine states that the death penalty is a method used in 31 out of the 50 states in America. Originally, the death penalty was only made for terrible criminals, and now it can be for criminals anywhere from treason or drug trafficking. One of the most common methods is lethal injection, and recently physicians are arguing that it is against their ethics code, but it's not against the death penalties code. On the other hand, most people live out their lives on death row before they even make it to the execution table. Each state has a limit to how many executions they can do per year. For example, Mississippi can only execute 2 people a year. Johnny Williams from Corrections Today states that there are 4,000 inmates on death row, and most of them die from natural causes, murder by another inmate, or even suicide before they can even make it to the table. So why are our tax dollars being wasted on prisoners and their executions if most of them die before they even make it to that table? One of the biggest solutions that I have found for the death penalty is straight up abolishing it. Ben Jones from the Journal of Criminal Law and Criminology has explained to us that there is a decline in executions due to the lack of support from citizens, a few Supreme Court justices, and the fact that the death penalty contradicts our 8th Amendment, which is no cruel or unusual punishment. Instead of just abandoning the death penalty, many have researched other solutions or ways to improve the death penalty. We all believe that certain people should die on death penalty, but instead, we could investigate their crimes more thoroughly to see if they even need their life taken away from them. And even attorneys believe that the most heinous criminals should have humanized sentences. Banning the death penalty has its benefits. There are a few small, but in the meantime, big benefits. For example, standing behind our 8th Amendment. Like I said before, the 8th Amendment is no cruel or unusual punishment. Citizens in America are all about standing behind their Constitution, but what about when it comes to other people's lives? Another benefit of banning the death penalty is upholding the humanity of America. We all believe that everyone has a right to live and has a right to live freely in America. One of the final benefits is saving tax dollars and our morals. Taxpayers pay every year to keep up with prisons and even pay for prisoners' executions even though they don't make it to the table. Recently, there's been many lawsuits between physicians and prisons whenever it comes to death penalty executions. The death penalty is not the answer for America. According to Stephen Breyer, once again, the death penalty violates the Constitution from anywhere from the 8th Amendment to the inhumanity of the death penalty. The death penalty is an old-fashioned, inhumane, inefficient consequence that should be banned. Like Hyde and Reiser from American Conservative states, the death penalty is a dying shame. We should all take a stand for our fellow citizens and realize that the unconstitutionality of the death penalty is not the answer. And we can help put it into it. We are the future of America.